Hello class, good day. For this video, we will be talking about shear strength of soil, specifically kay direct shear test. So let us start immediately with our class. So first one or first category ng ating shear strength of soil is called as direct shear test. Define muna natin is a laboratory or field test used by geotechnical engineers to measure the shear strength properties of soil or rock material or of discontinuities in soil or rock masses. So, for example, no, ito yung equipment na ginagamit natin sa direct shear test. Ayan. These are its different parts. Ayan po. So, sample lang yan siya na figure. So, with that class, let us try to analyze the formulas na gagamitin natin sa direct shear test. So, pag direct shear test class, napaka-simple lang niya na test. Direct lang siya. Ibig sabihin, if we have our stress, no, makukuha natin yung ating normal stress from our normal force. So, pag tinawag nating normal force, that is a force which is perpendicular with our surface. And then, makukuha din natin yung ating shear stress from our shearing force which is parallel to our surface. So, yan. Ulitin natin, normal stress is equivalent to the force which is perpendicular to our surface, no, surface ng ating sample na soil, which is equivalent to F, no, F over A, area of our perpendicular surface. Next is our shearing stress, no, V stands for the force which is parallel to our surface, that is V over A. So in analyzing class our soil using direct shear test, no, ito yung dapat nating tandaan, no, because we need to graph it. Sa ating y-axis, that is the shear stress at failure. Then, so kumbaga, sa y-axis natin is the shear stress. And then sa ating x-axis class, that would be our effective normal stress. Ibig sabihin ng normal stress na effective, no, tatanggalin natin yung stress coming from our water. Diba? So that is normal stress, no? And pataas that is our shearing stress. So let's proceed. So yung angle niya class, no, within our normal stress and shearing stress, kumbaga yung slope niya is yung tau, no? Phi pala, sorry. Phi. That is our angle ng ating shearing stress and normal stress na graph. Okay. So, therefore, pag gagamitan natin ng simple na trigonometric, no, mga trigonometric functions natin and trigonometric identities, di ba? Alam natin yung SOHCAHTOA. Sulat natin. SOHCAHTOA. So, lahat ng mga formulas natin dito sa direct shear test is na-derive lang using our trigonometric identities na SOHCAHTOA, no? So, for this one, para makuha natin yung angle phi, that is just the opposite divided by our adjacent, no, with respect to this angle. So, therefore, na-derive natin yung formula, tangent phi is equivalent to tau s over our sigma n. So, this is tau and this is sigma sa ating Greek letters, no? So, tau is for our shear stress, sigma is for our normal stress. Okay. So, next class, so therefore, if ililipat natin si sigma n sa kabila, magiging tau s is equivalent to normal stress, no? Sigma n times tangent of phi. So, parehas lang silang dalawa. Nilipat na lang natin sa kabila. So, magagamit natin yan ng formula, kumbaga. Next is yung ating tinatawag na, no? So, in this kind of situation class, this is called as normally consolidated soil. Ibig sabihin, pag normally, wala tayong cohesion ng clay. no? Cohesion of clay. But if meron tayong cohesion of clay that is called as overly consolidated or cohesive soil, kumbaga. So if that is our case, no? So same pa din yung ating y-axis is our shear stress, while our x-axis is our normal stress. Pero because of our cohesion, no, meron tayong quick start. Ibig sabihin, merong from our zero or from our origin, may cohesion na siya. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa nag-uumpisa, meron na tayong shear stress, no? Kumbaga, meron siyang dagdag na shearing stress, na shearing strength, kumbaga. So, yung ating 0 point, no, o magsisimula yung ating normal stress, no, sa may negative na x-axis, no. So that is our normal stress, and because of this cohesion, ayan, magsisimula tayo sa may left side. That is our, kumbaga, x. Because meron tayong start, no, meron siyang shear strength, which is dadagdag natin na cohesion. So same lang ng ating figure kanina, nadagdagan lang tayo ng x, which is to the left, no? Because of our cohesion. So cohesion x, tapos tau s, tapos sigma n. So ibig sabihin, class, yung formula natin is madadagdagan lang ng mga x, no? And yung cohesion. So based on our trigonometric identities pa din, no? Makukuha natin si cohesion, that is tangent phi is equivalent to cohesion over x. Tama? Diba? This triangle. Ayan. Next one, for this bigger triangle, same pa din, gagamitin natin ng SOHCAHTOA. So, TOA is tangent phi is equivalent to opposite, which is our tau s, our shearing stress, divided by x plus our normal stress. Ayan. So, galing pa din sa ating triangle. So, therefore, class, proceed tayo. X can also be solved, di ba? Pag interchange natin sila. Itong x na to, ililipat ko sa kabila. Tangent phi is ililipat ko sa kabila. So, therefore, yung x is equivalent to c over tangent phi. Then, dito sa baba, itong x na to, palitan natin ng itong formula na nasa itaas. So, kung gusto mo ng shortcut, kumbaga. So, tangent phi is equivalent to our tau s over c over tangent phi, galing dito na formula, plus our normal stress or sigma n. Pero, again, you can memorize this one. Okay lang din na itong individual ang memorize mo, i-substitute mo lang. So, ikaw bahala kung saan yung gagamitin mo. So, next class is yung derivation din nito, no? So, ang ibig sabihin, itong lahat ng nasa baba niya, denominator, ililipat lang natin to the other side. So, makakancel out si tangent, magiging c. Sa kabila is magkakaroon ng tangent phi. So, etong formula na to, itong fifth formula, is galing lang din dito sa ating fourth formula. So, there are books kasi na iba-iba yung formula, but if you will analyze that one, no, dito lang siya galing. No? Derive lang siya, kumbaga. Okay, proceed tayo. So, let us apply. Ayan, again, we just need to memorize or familiarize kasi madederive lang din natin to lahat so that we can solve for our problems. So, we have our example number 1 for direct shear test. No? A dry sand sample is tested in direct shear. The test procedure includes having a normal or compressive stress of 200 kilopascal imposed while the sample undergoes shearing. The sample fails when the shear stress reaches 135 kilopascal. So, letter A, determine the angle of internal friction for this soil. So, ibig sabihin ng letter A, yung hinahanap natin is yung P, that is angle of internal friction. Letter B, a second sample of the same sand is also to be tested in direct shear, but the applied normal stress will be 145. Ibig sabihin, iniba daw yung kanyang normal stress. What shear stress is expected to cause the sample to fail? And letter C, determine the shear stress at a depth of meters if the unit weight of soil is 15.8 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay? So, balikan natin class, itong figure na to, itong color red, that is kumbaga yung ating line of failure. Ibig sabihin, in a specific normal stress, for example, in this point, no, etong point na to, may corresponding siya na shearing stress at failure and normal stress at failure. So, kumbaga, pag i-move natin na dito banda, so meron naman din siyang another normal stress and another, for example, lagyan natin ng 2. And then, eto is another shearing stress 2. So, at any point ng ating color red, eto, yung ating line of failure, may corresponding normal stress and shearing stress din siya. So, yan yung hinahanap natin sa letter B. What if daw yung ating normal stress, lagyan natin ng 2, sub 2, no, is 145. So, ano yung kanyang corresponding na shearing stress? So, dito yung hinahanap is shearing stress at point 2, question mark. Okay? So, unahin muna natin yung letter A. Paano kunin yung acting angle of internal friction? So, first thing that we need to do is to analyze our problem. Kung normally consolidated ba siya, di ba? Normally, yung walang cohesion. Or kung overly consolidated ba siya, kung meron ba siyang cohesion. So, as per analysis sa ating problem, no, wala naman din siyang binigay na cohesion. Hindi din siya nagbigay ng clue na kailangan nating isolve si cohesion. So this is a normally consolidated clay or sand, no? Ayan, sand. So therefore, mag-start tayo sa origin, drawing tayo. Again, hindi given yung ating drawing dito, so we need to draw it on our own. So we have our X and Y axis. Sabi dito, at our normal stress, which is 200 kilopascal, meron daw siyang corresponding na shearing stress na 135 kilopascal. So mag-drawing tayo from origin. Lagyan natin ng line. Ayan. Ito yung ating line, no, ng ating failure, line of failure, kumbaga. So, with that class, kunin natin yung angle of internal friction. So, again, even though that you don't memorize the formula, pwede nating ma-derive. So, katowa, towa yung gagamitin natin. Tangent is equivalent to opposite over adjacent. So, copy-paste natin yung figure. No, angle of internal friction for this soil is tangent. Phi is equivalent to our tau S1 over sigma N1. Substitute natin. So, where are your calculators? No? So, hintayin ko kayong mag-calculate. We have tangent phi of 135 over 200. So, paki-calculator class. Sabayan ko din kayo, no? Sasabayan ko kayo. Pero mas maganda if you have your calculator para sabay tayong mag-calculate. Okay. Okay, so I have here my calculator. We have pag tangent class, mas maganda i-shiftan mo na lang kaysa tawag dyan, i-shift solve mo kasi minsan matagal lumalabas yung ating shift solve. So mas maganda, lipat mo na lang sa kabila. Si tangent magiging tangent raised to negative 1. So that is equivalent to, yes? Anyone? Everyone? That is 0 point. No? Make sure na naka-degrees ha, baka naka-radius yung, naka-radiant. No? Shift, ano yun? Shift mode, then pag naka-radian kasi yung calculator mo, ito yung lalabas. So, shift mode 3, or kung anong calculator yung gamit mo, hanapin mo yung naka-degrees, dapat yung nasa itaas. Yes, that is correct. 34.019. That is our angle of internal friction. So, ayan, proceed tayo. So that is 34.019. That is our final answer. Next. Ang hinahanap po daw natin, what if ang ating normal stress is 145 kilopascal. So andito banda, no? Estimate lang 'yan. What is its corresponding shearing stress? No? At failure or at failed, no? So same pa din class, ang clue lang natin dito, meron na tayong angle of internal friction. So tangent phi is equivalent to our tau S2 over our sigma N2. Naka-subscript. So substitute natin, we have tangent of 34.019 is equivalent to tau S2 over 145. So that is our normal stress. So paki-calculator ulit. Ayan, sabayan ko kayo. So pag ganyan, again, tip ko sa inyo, mas maganda if i-transfer na lang natin, no? Huwag mong i-shift solve kasi minsan matagal siyang lumabas. So 34, transfer na lang natin si 145 sa kabila. Tangent 34.019. So the answer is yes. The calculator, everyone. Bigyan ko kayo ng oras. That is equivalent to, yes, correct, 97.874. So, ayan, 97.874. Final answer. Okay, next. Let us proceed with our next problem. So, next class is what is the shear stress at a depth of 5 meters? Ibig sabihin, nirelate niya sa actual. Take note, no? Hindi muna natin makukuha si shearing stress pag meron tayong soil sample. Let us draw. No? For example, this is our soil sample. This is our soil surface. Yung hinahanap daw natin na shearing stress is yung nasa 5 meters ng depth ng ating soil. And then binigyan po tayo ng weight density na 15.8, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, drawing muna natin, we have 15.8. Diba? Soil sample na may 15.8 kilonewton per meter cube. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, class, na makukuha natin yung ating normal stress muna. Diba? Makukuha ang normal stress kapag weight density times height of our soil. So, ayan, normal stress is equivalent to weight density of soil times height of soil. So, that is 15.8 times 5. O, paki-calculator, everyone. Para meron tayong participation, kumbaga, no, while you are listening. Okay, sabayan ko kayo. We have 15.8 times 5. That is, am I correct? Yes, that's 79. Okay, so 79 siya. So therefore, normal stress natin is 79. Ang tanong, is this our final answer? Hindi po. Kasi yung hinahanap natin is shear stress. Again, normal stress yung na-solve natin. No? Weight density times height is the normal stress of the soil. Hindi siya shear stress. So therefore, same sa steps na ginawa natin sa letter B. No? Ito yung hahanapin natin. No? Si 79 na normal stress. So, for example, ito sa drawing natin, nandito yung 79 natin, no? Ngayon natin ang, ayan, label. Normal stress at 3, which is 79 kilopascal. Ngayon natin ang unit, kPa. So, yung hinahanap natin is ito, nakatayo. Ayan siya. No? Shearing stress number 3. Ayan. So, same pa din yung process. Tangent of phi, which is na-solve na natin, 34.019, is equivalent to tau S3 over 79. So, transfer natin to the other side. Yes, pakisabayan akong mag-calculator. Ayan, calculator ko. We have 79. Then, lipat sa kabila, magiging tangent of 34.019. Okay? Yes, I will give you time. What is our answer? That is 53.324. That's correct. Okay? So, I hope na nakakasunod kayo ha. So, ayan, 53.324. That is our final answer. Okay, so we're done with our first problem. Save muna natin. Ayan. So, proceed po tayo sa ating second problem. Basahin natin. In a direct shear test, the soil was determined to have an angle of internal friction of 31 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, lagyan natin ng note, no? Ito yung ating angle of internal friction. And cohesion of 26 kilopascal. So, ito yung ating C. And normal stress is 150 kilopascal. So, this is our normal stress. Determine the following. Letter A, total shear stress. Letter B is force required to cause failure in shear when the sample has a dimension of 15 mm by 50 mm and height of 75 mm. So, kumbaga, sa letter B, no, nirelate niya sa ating actual, no? Okay, so, ang first dilemma natin dito is yung total shear stress, no? Yung ating tau. Bakit hindi sumusulat? Keep ko muna. Ayan, yung tau S natin. So, drawing natin class para mas maganda. Take note na this is in category number 2, no? Yung meron tayong cohesion, yung tawag niya is, ano yun? Overly consolidated cohesive soil kasi meron tayong cohesion na given. Okay, so may background na tayo. Ganyan yung drawing natin. So let's proceed with our figure. So meron tayong X and Y axis. Ayan, so yung normal stress natin mag-uumpisa sa may left side. That is our X. Tapos meron tayong 150 na normal stress. This is our shearing stress. Yan yung hinahanap. Tapos meron tayong cohesion class na 26 kilopascal. So, if hindi mo memorize yung formula, again, gagamitan lang natin ng SOHCAHTOA and our trigonometric identities. Mostly, ang magagamit ito is tangent. Diba? So, in getting our, meron din tayong internal friction. Ayan, binigay na. Si phi is 31 degrees. So, start tayo. Our formula is tangent phi is equivalent to tau S over C over tangent phi plus sigma n. So, I already explained kanina kung saan to galing na formula, pero pwede ding paunti-unti yung pag-solve mo. Kunin mo lang first si x. Ayan, etong x na to. 'Di ba? Tapos, as we all know, tangent phi is tau S over x plus sigma n. So, sinubstitute lang because x is, based sa formula natin kanina, c over tangent of phi. Diba? Ayan, explain na natin yan kanina. So, derive lang siya. But if hindi mo gusto tong formula na to, gusto mo yung paunti-unti, pwede din, no? Can still arrive with our answer. So, given na meron na tayong ganyan, no? Substitute natin lahat. Tangent of phi is equivalent to 31 degrees yung phi natin. Equals tau S, yan yung hinahanap, over C, which is 26. Then tangent of 31 plus 150. Okay, paki-calculator class. So, sulat lang natin kung bakit naging ganun yung formula. Mas maganda kasi pag alam niyo yung pag-derive. So, first is, kukunin mo si x. That is, tangent phi is equivalent to C over x. Then, ilipat mo lang si x sa kabila. Magiging x is equivalent to C over tangent of phi. Ayan. Tapos, itong malaking triangle na to, that is tangent of phi is equivalent to tau s over x plus sigma n. So, last is itong equation na to. No, it's equation number 2. Ayan, substitute mo lang ka equation number 3. This is our equation number 1. So, yan. Kaya, na-derive tong formula na to. Okay? So, yes, meron na kayong answers. Again, pakita natin sasabayan ko kayo pag calculator. Pwede ding shift solve. Okay. So, we have tangent of 31. Uy, saan yun? Then, tau s, that's our x, over 26 divided by tangent of 31 plus 150. So, shift solve, yes, our answer is equivalent to 116.129. Yan. Yes, that's correct. So, ganyan, no? Ganyan lang, no? You just need to imagine yung ating mga formulas. Pwede memorize, pwede ding i-familiarize. So, letter B, again, is force required to cause failure in shear, no? So, yung hinahanap natin is si force sa shear. So, that is V. 'Di ba? Force. Hindi siya tawag ito. Stress. Ayan. Hindi stress yung hinahanap, but force. So, before we can solve for our force, kunin muna natin si shearing stress. Okay. So, dito is 50 mm by 50 mm yung kanyang area, yung kanyang height is 75 mm. As we all know, yung ating shearing stress na nakuha is 116.129 kilopascal. Pero yung hinahanap is force. So as we all know, stress is force over area. So substitute natin, 116.129. Again, ang area na gagamitin natin is 50 mm by 50 mm. Diba? So kilopascal is naka kilonewton per meter square. So I converted yung kanyang 50 mm, ginawa kong 0.05, no? So 50 mm times in every 1 meter, we have 1,000 millimeters. So naging 0.005 meters. So therefore, kilonewton meter dito, kilonewton per meter square, dito is naka-meter square na siya. So cancel out, no? Ang answer natin is naka-kilonewton, which is equivalent to, paki-calculator class. Check natin kung tama ba yung aking sagot. Saan yun? Ay, ito pala. That is 116. Hindi ko na siya i-shift solve. Ilipat ko na lang sa kabila. 1.169. Yes, paki-calculator. 0.005 times 0.005 kasi area. That is equivalent to, ayan. So, dalawa ha. Ayan. 0.29 kilonewton. O, mali lang yung nalagay ko. Kilopascal is kilonewton per meter square. Tama, di ba? No? Tama, di ba? So, okay. So, nasobraan lang ako ng 0.05. Ito sa kabila din. So, erase lang natin, no? 0.29. Nagkumpiyansa kasi may 50 mm divided by 1,000 is not 0.005. Ayan. Yung napakakumpiyansa mo sa sarili mo, no? 0.05 lang. Ayan. 0.050. Okay. So, delete lang natin kasi 0.050. Ayan. Sobraan lang tayo ng isang 0. Okay, so that is our answer, 0.29. Yan yung calculator natin. Ayan, 0.290 kilonewton. Ayan. Or, kumbaga, pag i-convert natin into Newton, for example, yung nasa mga choices natin sa exam or board exam is naka-Newton, so i-multiply lang natin ng 1,000 because 1 kilonewton is equivalent to 1,000 Newton. So, times 1,000 is 290 Newton. So let us proceed with our example number 3. A sample of soil is subjected to direct shear testing at its normal water content. 2 tests are performed. For one of the tests, the sample fails at a shear stress of 3,000 PSF. So PSF is stands for pound per square foot. Kumbaga LB over FT squared. When the normal stress is at per thousand.
Bali dira to.
So, in the second test, the sample shear at a test of 4,000 PSF when the normal stress is 6,000 PSF. From this data, determine the following. Okay, so first is the angle of internal friction. Second one is cohesion of soil. So, based dito class sa ating question is tinatanong yung ating cohesion of soil. Therefore, we can conclude that this is overly or cohesive soil, no? Kasi tinatanong siya, hindi siya normally consolidated. So, therefore, yung ating graph, hindi siya nagsa-start sa origin, no? Sa may left side siya mag-start. So, for example, ito, again, hindi given yung ating figure, tayo dapat yung magdodraw. So, meron tayong normal stress na 4,000 PSF. Yung kanyang corresponding na shearing stress is 3,000 PSF. Second one, we have our normal stress na 6,000 PSF. Yung kanyang corresponding naman po na shearing stress is eto, no? Si tau S2. So, edit lang natin, that is S2 dapat. Okay. So, 4,000, 3,000, 4,000, and 6,000. So, for this one class, we have a technique para makuha natin kasi dalawa yung unknowns natin, no? Yung ating phi, ibig sabihin yung ating angle of internal friction, and then yung ating cohesion. So, pag ganyan class, hindi mo yan solve kung kulang yung mga data mo, dapat natin tong gawa ng paraan. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dito, class, is two equations to unknown. Ibig sabihin, i-combine natin sila, yung dalawang equations natin. Ibig sabihin, from this from our two triangles, first triangle is dito mag-start, papunta dito, ayan. First triangle yung maliit. Yan, second triangle, itong malaki. Then, i-combine natin sila. So, ibig sabihin, pagkuha ng angle of internal friction, tangent phi is equivalent to tau S1 over X plus sigma N1, again, yung maliit na triangle, ito, is equivalent to tau S2 over X plus
Direct shear test.
sigma.
Na enjoy nyo ha. Tarong ko? Okay. Nyo gina?
Ayan. So, we have our tau S2 over X plus our sigma N2. So, substitute natin class kasi again, common triangles yung ginamit natin dito para ma-equate natin sila. So, we have 300 or 3,000 over X plus 4,000. is equivalent to 4,000 over x plus 6,000. So, therefore, shift solve natin yan. Wait lang. Paki-shift solve class. Ito. Paki-input sa calculator, then shift solve para makuha natin yung x. Okay? Para mas maganda, sasabayan ko kayo. Hindi ko madrag. Ayan. So we have dito na lang siguro. 3,000 divided by x. Again, paki-calculator class. Para ma-practice kayo, no? In calculating or using your calculators. Okay, so shift solve, yes, our answer is equivalent to 2,000. Ibig sabihin yung x natin dito yung sumobra papuntang left axis, no? Papuntang left, that is 2,000. Okay, so lagyan natin. Ayan siya, 2,000 pound per square foot. So if x is already solved, pwede nating i-substitute either sa ating first equation or sa second equation. Same lang po yung lalabas na sagot. So dito, isa-substitute ko siya sa ating first equation. Tangent phi is equivalent to 3,000. Ayan. Kay tau S1 divided by x, which is na-solve na natin si 2,000, then plus 4,000. So pwede mo yan siyang i-shift solve. But I'll tell you, no, medyo matagal siyang lalabas sa calculator. So, pag mga ganyan class, i-operate na lang ninyo. Kumbaga, itong tangent, ilipat na lang natin sa kabila. That is, shift tan. Tapos, input natin tong 3,000 over 2,000 plus 4,000. Okay naman din si shift solve. Pero minsan kasi, mas complicated yung isi-shift solve mo, mas matagal siyang lumabas. So, kindly help na lang yung calculator mo para mas mabilis tayo. Okay? So, paki-type. I'll give you time. What is our P? Our angle of internal friction. Yes. Pwedeng humabol ng calculator ninyo. Paki-input and humabol kayo sa amin. So, that is 26.565 degrees. Okay. So, we're already done with our angle of internal friction. Ayan. So, let's proceed. Second na hinahanap is yung cohesion of soil. So, medyo madali na lang to, no? Etong napakaliit. So, meron itong maliit na triangle, meron pa itong mas maliit na triangle. Diyan tayo kukuha ng SOHCAHTOA pa din, no? Tangent is equivalent to opposite over our adjacent. So, opposite po natin is C. Then, yung ating adjacent is si X. Based kanina, nakuha na natin yung ating angle of internal friction, si phi. So, we will substitute this value to our formula dito. So, tangent of 26.565 is equivalent to C, which is our cohesion, over 2,000. O, yung X, na-solve din natin kanina. So, paki-calculator ulit, class. What is our answer? So, again, wag nyong i-shift solve kasi medyo matagal yung lalabas. I-transfer mo na lang. 2,000 multiplied by tangent of 26.565. Yes? Paki-type, no? Sa ating chat box, what is our answer? That is exactly, yes po, 999.997, pero pag round up natin, no, magiging 1,000. So, correct. That is 1,000 PSF or pound per square inch. Ay, pound per square foot. Hindi sa PSI. PSI, pound per square inch. PSF is pound per square foot. That is our final answer. Next. Wala na. No? So that is the end for this topic, class. I hope that you have learned something for this topic. And see you sa next video natin or kumbaga sa next topic natin.